Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning, khushamdi ji, ayanu, goedemorgen, pakhair ragle.
Ni hao, Junashumme, Washmale, Ohio, Gozaimas, Guten Morgen, Hola, Boyor, Privyat, Kaifahal, Halashuma Chatore, Ahlan Masalan, Marhaba, Bura, Mucho, Gracias, Swabia, and a very amazing good morning to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and watching World this morning, alongside the very fantastic, the very superb, the very kind of stealing my words as well, ladies and gentlemen, Shiza Hashmi and Shahzad Khan. Hello Shiza, how are you doing today?
I'm good, doing good. Thank you so much for asking. And well, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone who just started fasting today. We will start tomorrow, inshallah, Pakistanis, a major chunk of Pakistanis as well. How are you feeling about that?
Exactly, I think I feel great. And ladies and gentlemen, whenever it's the month of Ramadan, I think that out of all the Ramadan we have had, I think this one's going to be very calm and serene as well, because you know a lot of people are not going to their work due to the lockdown and due to COVID-19 as well. So I think that people will have a better chance to reconnect with Allah Almighty as well. And I think that everybody needs to take advantage of this situation where you're not going to work, you're at home, you're fasting, even if it's hot outside, it does not really matter. So I think that this is the best time for Ramadan anyways. And you know, there are different parts in the world where what they do is, I mean, God forbid, obviously, you know, since these days we are going through COVID-19 and this pandemic as well, but when it's not around, I've seen that there are different places where in Ramadan, what they do is that you are not supposed to go to work in daytimes. So what they do is that after Aftar, you go to work until Sahr, you work, and then once you get back, that's it. So I think that this time around, I think we're very lucky that we've got such kind of pattern as well, where we do not have to do quite a lot and we just have to fast and pray to Allah Almighty that we hope and we pray that all of this is over very soon.
Absolutely. And Shahzad, you know, my mom used to tell me that earlier, probably a decade or so back, Ramadan did come in winter time as well, right? So when we were kids, we used to kind of be bothered with summer as well.
I've fasted in winter.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never seen it. So this time I'm going to see it finally, and I'm really so excited about it as well. So you know how we always say that there is a silver lining in everything as well. And we try to look for the positive things in this COVID-19 situation as well. So I feel like Shahzad rightly mentioned, in this month is going to be helpful to a lot of us as well.
And ladies and gentlemen, the sole reason I'm smiling right now is because now I just looked at Shahzad's phone and it was her telecom service provider calling as well. I don't know why.
At this point, imagine.
Khawatino Hazrat. But ladies and gentlemen, other than that, today I think is a very important and a very I don't know how to put it in words. I think that it's going to be very interesting because nobody has seen this dimension before, and we were planning on it. We were planning to do it for a longer period of time, but we couldn't. But today is the day that we are actually pulling it off because everybody has quite lots meanwhile spoken about all of those people who are the frontline warriors, maybe the doctors, the armed forces personnel, police officers, or the sanitary workers as well. But nobody spoke about children or kids as well, because they are not going to schools, their routines are disturbed, what are they doing at home? So we wanted to know whether the kids know what COVID-19 is, whether they know what the precautions needs to be or how the precautions needs to be taken. So this is our initiative which we have taken today. We have been joined by a lot of kids over here in the studios. But before we introduce them, Shiza's got to say something.
Yeah, I actually want to appreciate all the parents who sent their kids to our show as well.
Thank you.
We do try to guarantee a very safe environment over here in terms of course, you know, everyone is worried naturally, Shahzad. So, well, thank you parents for sending them and thank you kids for coming as well. The interesting thing is, Shahzad, you know, we always talk about how when we were kids, we had a whole life outside the house, like playground and everything. And kids these days, this generation is actually like they're house mouse. They're always on their phone or a tab or their iPad or, you know, doing things online. And they enjoy doing that as well. So I actually wanted to discover that part. Now that they have to do it by default, are they really enjoying it too?
All right. And yeah, you will be taken by a surprise once you're going to ask them this question, and we'll know whether they are all day on their iPads or not. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we're going to introduce the kids to you as well. So ladies and gentlemen, with us in the first place, we've actually been joined by a very pretty lady who loves Elsa all the way. She's wearing an Elsa dress today as well, and she always wanted to be on television. And I'm very proud to say that she's my daughter, and I wanted her to be on television as well. So whatever a father can do in his capacity, or a mother, I think that they should always do to make sure that they're continuously the kids are moving towards a better personality every day, and you're working on their personality development. She's none other than Miss Shabano, Shahzad. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much for coming. Are you excited?
Yes, really.
Really
Wow,
excited?
that's very nice.
She's actually really excited.
Yes, he is excited. And ladies and gentlemen, alongside Shabano, we're very lucky that we've actually been joined by somebody who early in the morning was having a candy with her brother.
And they have a reason for
and
it.
she's very well spoken, and her father's over here in the studio, and we're very thankful to all the parents who've actually trusted us and sent their kids. And thank you very much to Abdul Wahab Sahab as well. So ladies and gentlemen, we were very lucky that we've actually been joined by Arifa Johar. Hello Arifa, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you. And you've got a lovely smile as well. And alongside her, ladies and gentlemen, there's somebody else who's smiling notoriously. He looks a little naughty, but I think that he's a very intelligent boy.
Yes.
He plays quite a lot. And he's none other than Mr. Mahad Johar. Hello Mahad, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Maha Johar. I'm not fine because my tummy is hurting.
Okay.
Why?
Why is your tummy
Should I
hurting?
tell you? It's because of the candies that
Oh, not really.
okay, I was just joking
Don't
about
say that, otherwise the father's not going to get them candy. In fact, the father will, the mother might not allow the candy. But other than that,
All right.
Our
So, kids,
father does not
yeah,
allow the
what are you saying?
candy. Our father does not allow the candy.
okay, that even the father does not allow candy. You are in hard times, I know, but we'll give you some more candy as well. But very quickly, let's get the conversation started. So, Shabano, how old are you, and what do you know about coronavirus?
I'm 6.5 and coronavirus really deadly and it's kind of really
Fatal?
yes.
Yes.
And then you have to wash your hands for 20 seconds and when you go outside wear your gloves and mask.
Yeah.
And when you come back inside immediately wash your hands and
Yeah.
immediately take a bath.
Okay, so
That's
you say
really
you want us to
nice.
wear mask and gloves and take a bath. Wow,
Yes.
that's
That's
good.
nice. But Shabana, you know, earlier when the coronavirus was not around, we used to like quickly wash our hands and go away and play again, right? Do
Yeah.
you take longer now properly washing your hands and properly killing all the germs?
Yes,
For real?
How long
long?
do you take? How long do you take to wash your hands?
like 35 minutes.
35 minutes to wash your hands? Dhote jao,
You mean
dhote jao. Wow.
you mean seconds, but that's good. That's good. That's a very good thing because, of course, you don't want to carry the germs onto your
Yeah.
body as well. Now, Arifa, do you understand the coronavirus or
Yes,
why
I
you are
do.
locked inside the house?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Coronavirus is a deadly virus. It is newly discovered. There is no vaccine to this newly discovered virus.
Yeah.
To prevent it, wash your hands for 20 seconds. Take a bath.
Yeah.
When you come out, when you're going outside and then you come in, take a bath.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. You know, just
Yes, of
make sure
course.
that you keep
Cleanliness.
yourself clean and you're looking after your hygiene, which is wonderful. Let me see. Mahat, do you wash your hands for more than 20 seconds?
We should wash our hands from 20 seconds.
Yeah.
We should not shake our hands with other people.
Yeah.
There is no vaccine for it.
And that's wonderful. Thank you very much for telling us that as well. But Mahat, what does your parents tell you when you say that I want to go out, I want to have junk food, I want to go to my friends and my cousins? What do your parents say to you?
I don't know.
You don't know? And even they say, you don't, but we don't know as well, you know, we got to stay at home. Arifa,
Because
what about you? You do
sometimes
miss
I
your
lost my
cousins, you know, you do
memory
miss going out with them, you know, having a lot of burgers and chips and fries and whatnot. So what do you do when you ask your parents that we have to go outside? What does your parents say?
Well, sometimes we go to our cousin's house.
Still? Okay, that wasn't as planned. Okay.
Revelation.
Very good. You know, if they are in quarantine, you can still go, but obviously in lesser numbers, that's fine. What do you do when you meet your cousins? Do you tell them about how the world is going crazy about COVID-19?
Yes.
Do they already know about it? Do you guys, like, is this the discussion going on among kids as well? Coronavirus? Really?
Wow, that's,
Okay.
that's nice. So, Shabana,
I have a question.
Okay, you
I'm
got
so
a
sorry.
question. Go ahead.
Because I'm pretty sure you know a lot about her. I don't.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So, Shabana, I gather that you are taking online classes as well. Are
Yes.
you? Do you enjoy it?
A little, but it's difficult.
It's difficult, right? I mean, it's so much better to actually go into a classroom and study rather than on your phone, right?
Yes.
What do you miss the most? Your teachers, your friends, what?
I miss my teachers and my friends because I always eat my lunch outside.
In the playground?
Yes,
With your friends?
yes.
Who are your friends?
Yeah.
My friends are Hania, Ishal, they're my best friends.
That's nice.
And you share your lunch with them?
Yes, but sometimes Ishal takes all my lunch.
Oh, it's perfectly alright,
It's sharing. Yeah, sharing is also.
But don't give all of it to everybody.
That's nice. What about you, Arifa? Do you have online classes going on?
Yes, I do.
And what about you? What do you think about them? Is this a good initiative?
No.
Well, this is coming straight out of the heart, ladies and gentlemen. So please let us know, why is it not really a good initiative?
Because you can't see the teacher, you can't see your friend, and if the teacher wants to ask a question, you have to type it in the chat box.
Oh, yeah, that's such a long, process as well.
But you can hear your friends, right?
No.
No, you cannot even hear your friends?
No, ma'am said that we have to mute our mics.
Okay, so ma'am, you really need to actually, take a step back, relax, let them socialize a little as well. And I think it's coming straight from the heart. Imagine the kid is saying that we're not able to see our teacher. And it is stressful for them and they cannot see their friends. So for all of those people who are actually using all of these modern technologies to bring online classes to our homes, I think what you need to do is that you need to bring your faces to our homes too as well, because kids are missing up on them as well. Mahal, what about you? Are you taking online classes?
I'm taking online classes with only my tuition teacher.
From your tuition teacher? And what do you study from him?
Math, science and Urdu.
Do you think Urdu, maths and science are difficult subjects?
No.
Then?
Easy. Only math is hard for me.
Only maths. Maths was always hard for me too as well, and don't worry, because when I was in my college, I actually got 9 marks out of 100. But yeah, look where I am today. But I made sure that I was going to pass my exam. I'm not telling that people need to take inspiration, but yes, I did pass my exam afterwards.
Okay.
9 out of 100 in my mid-year exam, I get more than.
Okay, if it's more than 9, it's perfectly okay,
Yeah, that's
because
good.
back in the day, we were only supposed to get 33 marks, and I couldn't get them. And it was very embarrassing for me, and my father didn't let me drive the car for at least for more than 2 years as well. And he was like, you do not deserve it. So if you kids want to do something nice, you really want to make sure that your parents are happy.
Exactly.
Which is why this is something I'm going to ask. How do you look after your parents in these times of COVID-19? Because even they are at home. Are you trying to help them as well?
Yes.
You have a younger sister as well. How do you help everybody?
I help them by giving them warm water, warm milk, and give them vitamin C.
Oh,
Wow. Why do you give them vitamin C?
To keep them strong and healthy and protect them from coronavirus.
Wow, that's brilliant. Is that your duty? Providing everyone with the medicine? Because they forget, right? They have so much to do. And you don't forget?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's
Who
really
else do you give
nice.
medicine to at night?
I give my grandfather and my dad.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, everybody's on medications these days. Arifa, what about you? How do you help your parents and your younger brother as well while you are at home and mom's busy doing her stuff as well? How do you help?
I tell them to not go outside and wash your hands
That's
again
it.
and again.
So that's the kind of help you have to extend? Well, that's
Okay,
wonderful.
but did you figure out that now that you guys are not allowed to go outside, did you find any new activities to do at home so that you keep yourself busy?
Yes.
Do you watch something or play board games or
My
something?
brother and me make a school and then we play the school. We
Oh, teacher.
practice.
I like it.
So tell me, Mahal, what are your activities at home? What do you do all day long? When do you get up?
First I wake up.
Yeah?
Then I eat my breakfast.
What do you eat in your breakfast?
Sometimes I eat cereal, Weetabix,
Okay.
Weetabix.
and I egg and slice. or
Okay.
egg
And do you
jam.
dance? At times, you put on music and you dance and you're like, Mama, look at
I
me.
did not dance.
You never dance?
First I danced, but now I don't dance.
Now you
don't dance?
Okay, so
Why?
does your father dance at times when he's at home just to relax?
No, but
I
he
dance
does
a lot.
exercise.
Yeah, I think that it's a good exercise. No? I don't think that this is how it is very well perceived. It is not very well perceived in the house, ladies and gentlemen. It can, and you're perfectly fine with that as well. What are your activities, Arifa? What do you do there?
I do sports.
Sports?
Oh,
Even when you're at home?
like what?
Which sport?
I
Like-
play with my parrot,
Parrot? You have a parrot as well? What's his name?
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Wow, that's so nice. And does the parrot speak?
No,
No. So you are actually trying still.
but it breaks my ear.
Oh,
Really?
it makes a lot of noise, right?
Oh, wow.
Is it the green one which is supposed to
No,
speak eventually?
it's a cocktail, a white cocktail.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
it must be
beautiful
right on with a
actually.
crown on the head. and it dances at times as well. So your parent dances, Mahad. Why don't you?
Why don't you dance with it?
I don't dance and I don't exercise, but I don't eat. But one day I didn't eat for 7 days and I'm thin.
Really? What?
You didn't eat for 7 days?
Yes, I don't know.
You need to eat quite a lot, anyways, Mahad. Okay, you. This is something I need to tell your parents. Make sure that he does not go hungry anywhere. Okay, this is something very important. What about you, Shabana?
I'm not also hungry.
You're not hungry? Okay, chalo, that's your choice then, And yeah, so parents, please, if your kids are not hungry, don't push them. Shabana, what about you? What are your activities at home?
I paint, I work out with my dad, and I draw and do my work.
Wow, that's good.
I work out with my dad.
Yes,
okay,
he does.
So, every other day your dad tells us that he works out and he's really strict with his routine and everything. Is he really? Does he do that?
No.
Ah.
I mean, do I work out every day?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what
Is he
she
strict
asking.
with the routine?
Oh my gosh.
Like early morning he wakes up and helps you guys and works out and everything strictly?
No.
Sometimes?
First he goes to work, then he eats food, water, bathroom, then he works out.
Cute.
Well,
okay,
that's
that's
so
nice.
towards the end, before we say goodbye to you, I'm just going to ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay, Mahad, let's start with you.
I don't know.
You
don't
can
know?
be anything you want. What comes to your mind?
You have a lot of time to figure it out. It's
Yeah.
perfectly alright. But what comes to your mind? Do you want to be a pilot, a doctor, an engineer? What?
A scientist.
A scientist?
Brilliant.
That's wonderful.
Nice.
That's what
Maybe
your
you
father
will
is,
develop
yes.
the vaccine. I really hope it doesn't
What's
take that
a
long.
vaccine?
Vaccine is something which is not available these days.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
I want to be a soldier.
You want to be a soldier?
That's
That's nice.
Do you have a soldier in your family? Do you have someone from belonging to the army? Okay, that's interesting.
But we
So you're
want to
going to be
be
My mom's father was in the army.
Oh,
Okay, so your Nana was in the army. Oh, that was a very far-flung relation.
My Nana's army picture is in my book.
Wow, and it's a fabulous. And what do you want to be, Shabana?
When I grow up, I want to get a PCC and be the Queen of England.
Wow. So PCC, ladies and gentlemen, I always, I kept on saying it to her that, Putta, if you grow up and if you feel like it, you should actually attempt CSS. So that's PCC.
Yeah.
And yeah, she wants to be the Queen of England. So we wish you best of luck.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. You are very brave children that you have stepped out of your house, even with your parents, and you are here to communicate with other people.
Yeah.
We're very proud of you. Please continue to do so as well and continue to inspire a million other children who are out there.
Right, and you guys are so educated about the coronavirus as well. I'm really inspired. So make sure that you tell all these things to your friends as well, right? So they're safe. And just to mention, ladies and gentlemen,
But I don't have no friends at school.
I'm your friend.
Yeah.
We can be friends, right?
People who are watching you on television are your friends.
All right, so just to mention, ladies and gentlemen, these kids were actually wearing proper gear like masks and gloves and whatnot when they came here, and we actually requested them to remove them just for the show. They're going to be wearing them right when we take this short break. Stay tuned to find out what we're going to have. Well, a very amazing sort of segment
Heart to
for you
heart.
right after this short break. Heart to heart, yes it is. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are watching PTV World.
Magla Hills, the heaven of Islamabad.
Welcome back to Well This Morning, ladies and gentlemen, with the very informative and the energetic Shazad Khan and Shaza Hashmi. In the first segment, I'm really proud to actually pull that off, Shazad. Yeah. We had some amazing genius kids over here in the studio, and they told us what coronavirus means to them or what the lockdown means to them as well. But right now, I really love what we're going to do again. This is going to be a heart-to-heart conversation with someone who actually worked at PTV earlier when I was not here, but now she's made her name in the industry quite well, and I think Shazad is going to do a better introduction because he knows her personally as well.
Exactly, and not just that, Shazad, it's not just me. I think that the world over people know her, and people celebrate the very presence of her as well, and I think that this is something which is very celebratory for us too as well, because ladies and gentlemen, when I started the journey with PTV World, I think it was only 6 or 7 of us. She was one of them, and she's left a private media house and she's come over here to make sure that she's going to serve a government-owned entity as well, and not just that. So she stayed here with us as well. She's won 2 national awards. She's studied drama, art and film from Vancouver, Canada as well. And there's a lot more. And, you know, she's doing drama. She's an anchor person. She's been a news anchor as well.
She has a production house all to herself.
Yeah, she's got a production house with the name of Zenith Media as well. She's the CEO for that. And she's doing quite a lot of other work. And I think that one of those people who I think are the pioneers in making drama documentaries over here in Pakistan as well, and I think that she's done a wonderful job. But before you know, we introduce her and before we ask her that how is she managing to do all of this, because this is not it, you know, she's a tarot card reader.
She's a mother.
Yeah, she's a mother, and she's got some spiritual side to her where she can connect with the angels too as well. So we're going to ask about that. This was something which was very new for me, that, you know, if somebody can actually connect with angels, then why not directly connect yourself with Allah, you know. So something of this sort we'll definitely be asking her. But first of all, what we're going to do is that we're going to actually share a few pieces of her work with you guys. So go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. She's the star of our eye as well, and for everybody out there as well. So let's see who she is.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम एंड वेलकम टू रंगोली। मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट सादिया हयात खान। कैसे हैं आप सब? आई होप जहां हैं खुश हैं, खैरियत से हैं और इंतजार कर रहे हैं हमारे ब्रांड न्यू एपिसोड का। आज का हमारा एपिसोड बेस्ड है चीटिंग पे। जब एक मर्द और औरत के बीच में ट्रस्ट ना रहे या एक दूसरे का एतबार तोड़ दिया जाए किसी की वजह से।
Salam and welcome to Lifestyle with Sadia Hayat Khan, your host, and from my world to yours, a big hello. How are you all doing? I hope you're all good and rocking. As usual, I bring to you an amazing celebrity, rocking music, an avid enlightening read, glamour, glitz and the power to empower you and succeed in your life, because you are the superstar.
मैंने फरा अपना करियर बैकवर्ड शुरू किया। अच्छा। मोस्ट पीपल वो जाके पहले तालीम हासिल करते हैं, दे गो टू डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट्स, एक्टिंग सीखते हैं। मैंने एज अ पैशन और बहुत ज़्यादा शौक था मुझे सिंस आई वाज इन स्कूल। अच्छा। तो इट वाज मोर लाइक कि मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया, डिफरेंट प्लेस में काम किया।
शना, मैं हूँ जिंदगी, एक दस्तक जो आपके दिल पे देंगे हम। औरत घर में हो या घर से बाहर किसी काम में मगन, वो जिंदगी की जोत है।
Many nurses, they are going into the private sector.
डांस का शौक कब और कैसे हुआ? हम पर्दा उठाएंगे उन सवालात पर से जो हमारे माशरे में अमूमन ज़ेरे बहस नहीं आते। शना, मैं हूँ जिंदगी।
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky that we've actually been joined by Miss Sadia Hayat Khan. Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning, how are you?
Walaikum salam and good morning to both of you. It's great to be here. Thank you for calling me this lovely day.
Thank you very much for joining us. Wonderful to have you, and you've got so much, you know, we've got so much to talk about. So let's start from where you started. And how did you actually become a part of this media fraternity?
Oh God, that's a long story, Shazad, and I'm sure you remember half of it. But coming back to today, it started with a passion, because I believe that whatever you do in life, it should be with your full sincerity and dedication.
Absolutely.
And even if it's something like creative arts, which people tend to take a little lightly and they feel that maybe it's a little airy-fairy. Like back in the day when I started acting, I was introduced by Usman Pirzada after my A-levels in a long play, a telefilm called...
That's quite young though, right?
It was, and it was again, no coincidences. I believe it was synchronized. I went for a shoot with the Khavariyas, and Usman Pirzada walked in, and you know, those famous dialogues you hear in movies, oh, you're the face I was looking for. So it happened like that, and I started there, but along the way, a lot of people ask me, what do you do? Okay, you're an actor and anchor, but what is your career? What do you do here in Pakistan? And I used to get pretty riled up, and then I realized, no, take a deep breath, it's all good, because it's their lack of information about what we do.
Exactly. Thank you very much for saying that. And you know, a similar question I was asked by my father yesterday, and he's like, you know, you go, you do a program, you come back and you're sitting idle at home. Why don't you do this and this? And I was like, yeah, you're saying the right thing. No, but why don't you pray for me that I do that? but it's wonderful.
I have a question.
Yes,
I'm so sorry I have to cut you over here. But Sadia, you know, from all the work that I've seen in this little clip as well, you refuse to age, first of all. Mashallah, mashallah, that's brilliant. But now, you know, the first thing we met in the morning and you saw me, and ladies and gentlemen, it's really an interesting story actually. She saw me and she was like, what zodiac sign are you? Because I think you are the sign of Earth. Like, I was like, oh yes, I'm actually Virgo. So she identified me just by looking at me, and then she like sort of, you know, was trying to read me. In the beginning, it was a little scary, but it's actually so inspiring to see someone have this sort of, you know, psychic vibes going on as well. It's really nice. So how did you develop your interest in that while also being on the media side as well?
See, you're born with certain things, and you don't have a choice. As far as being psychic or being connected, you take it lightly when you're younger, and you believe that everybody else perhaps has the same. And along your journey in life, you realize that no, perhaps they do have, you know, we all have that source coming within us. It's the soul. So we are basically a soul with a body. It's not the other way around, first of all. And secondly, you can make it into a torch or leave it as a candle, or make it a huge spotlight. So it depends on your hard work, dedication, your meditation, and your focus in life, which is not very easy, as you asked, that how do you deal with that. I was born with it. I thought everybody had it. Over the years, I put it on hold. As I was telling Shahzad earlier too, because I was studying, I was young, I didn't know how to deal with it. I'm back making it more public now since the past 5 years, since I've been doing my readings and spiritual healing and guiding people and tarots.
Which is why I'm actually going to ask you, I'm sorry that
I didn't mean to scare you.
Of course, I was really actually impressed that how come that.
And that's very kind of you that you have said it as well, which is why I'm going to ask you that, you know, I'm going to name a few people, you have to tell us whether they made a torch out of it, whether they let it be a candle, or whether they projected it in a very stronger and a positive manner. So let's start with our Prime Minister Imran Khan. What do you have to say? Do you think that he's done it?
I think he's definitely worked extremely hard, first of all, you know. Yes, he's done it. Of course, he's the Prime Minister. And when he was working towards it, I had a very strong feeling that, yes, he will make it. And spiritually, I felt it as well. Not that I was favoring any political party initially. I was his fan as when he was a cricketer as well. But however, I feel it's a very hard journey that he took up, because there was a lot of mess to be cleared up in the past. And I do wish him all the best in the future as well, especially in COVID-19 times.
That's great. So the next name, ladies and gentlemen, is what you have to tell us is, do you think that it is suitable for him to come back to Pakistan or not? Mian Mohammad Nawaz Sharif.
Oh gosh, you're really putting me in a corner now, huh? Suitable in which context, though, Shahzad?
Is it good for Pakistan? Just tell me that.
I will give you a very personal answer, because I'm a bit biased about that. I believe not.
Yeah, same.
So coming for Mian Mohammad Nawaz Sharif should not come back to Pakistan. That's what you
think. He can come back, but he should be focusing more on fixing a lot of issues that need to be done. For his own karma, and because what he's done can't be undone right now, whether it's the economy or whether it's the corruption or what have you. And I'm not saying that a lot of people aren't. Unfortunately, in the history of Pakistan or the subcontinent, we have had to face a lot of issues pertaining to that.
And one last name. I'm very sorry, but ever since, ladies and gentlemen, he's actually took charge of the seat and office. He's always been bashed quite a lot, and I don't like it. So I'm going to actually ask you about Mr. Usman Buzdar, who's the Chief Minister of Punjab. What do you have to say about him?
As far as being psychic, or as far as just being a regular Pakistani?
No, as a psychic.
I believe he's trying hard, and there must have been a very keen reason that the Prime Minister put him in that seat. Not that being a Prime Minister, he's always taken the 100% correct decision, which has turned out sometimes to be a U-turn, as they say. But however, I respect that, because I believe give the guy a chance. Give people space and give them time to grow and prove something. And you don't have to prove it to anyone but yourself and your job with sincerity. So inshallah, hopefully he'll do something and leave a mark. Fingers crossed.
That's good. I also want to ask about myself, but I'm not going to do it.
We're going to do it after the show.
I just can't handle it.
After Mr. Bazdar is Shehzad, and what a...
All right, but Sadia, we know that a lot of actually projects have been slowed down or probably postponed because of the situation as well. And you were working on a drama serial, if I'm not wrong.
I completed it, and it has been aired.
Nice.
For Hum TV, alhamdulillah.
110 episodes.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you. So and it was fun being an actor this time, not just acting and behind.
And you even won a national award for Tinke as well, which was on PTV, and you know you won 2 awards as well, which is quite a lot, and that's great. But very quickly, you know, since you're such a profound and you're such an amazing actor and an anchor person, I'm going to actually take your advice on to whether these people should actually be in media, or they should actually, or what we can do is you actually have to tell us that if they weren't actors, what do you think they should have been doing?
Why are you putting me on the spot?
I mean, this is hard to add. You know, I just want to know, what do you think about that? For example, if Humayun Saeed wasn't an actor, what do you think, what kind of job will suit him?
I think he would be a good psychologist or doctor.
Really?
What about Adnan Siddiqui?
Lawyer, perhaps.
Lawyer. And what do you have to say about Danish Taimur?
Danish would be good as a communication specialist. She's
Really?
got that vibe.
She's got a good job for everybody.
I mean, being in the creative field, there's so many things you can do, but I think he could. He seems quiet, but wo jo hote na, jo andar se soch rahe hote hain, pure hote hain, but they look very quiet on the side.
Huma Mir Shah.
She's a really talented lady. I think she would be good as a professor or a teacher.
As a professor.
Oh, yeah.
She's got that vibe.
She's got the vibe going on. That's true.
I would love to actually study from such a professor, and I think that it will be great because, you know, she's very good with her words as well. One last from my side, and that is, for example, let me see, Mahira Khan.
Oh.
Mahira Khan would, what would she do? Public relations person. She would have her own company where there's world travel involved. I don't know, I see her and I look at a lot of knowledge in traveling. And being a Sagittarius, I think she's got that fiery vibe going on.
And I like this attitude of yours as well, and that how respectful you are towards each and everybody. And I think that this is something, ladies and gentlemen, we need to learn. And this is the sole reason why we're doing this heart-to-heart session with Sadia Hayat Khan, because she never misses to actually kind of, you know, gives you that wow of her personality, and you're already taken and grown with it.
Now, Sadia, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I want like a genuine, I know, of course, you're not going to lie, but I want a genuine answer. I'll tell you. You know, when we ask people how you balance things and how you like sort of, you know, keep everything going on at the same time, they're like, oh, it just happened, Allah helps you. Of course He does. But you being a mom as well, and then having so much on your plate, mashallah, mashallah, in terms of being on screen, then off screen, and then the psychic. So how do you do that? I mean, the right kind of balance where no one has actually a complaint.
You know, it seems simpler than it was in my life. It could be complex. It has been quite the journey with ups and downs. When my son was very young, I gave up acting and work, and a lot of my dreams were put on, on hold till he started going to school. So once he was going to school, he was a little older. That's when I pursued them again. And Mikhail was, I believe, 2.5, and I got my portfolio from Athar Shehzad made. So sometimes in life, you have to choose for other people as well, because that's your priority.
Exactly.
And while he was growing up, I was working part-time. I made sure I'm there for him, with him in his growing years. And again, you sometimes have to put yourself on the back burner, but I never gave up on my goals and dreams.
And that's the key over here, right?
You took time off, but you always made sure that you're going to pursue your career.
I kept learning, Shehzad, I kept learning, I kept garnering knowledge. I'm an avid reader. I would make sure I take out at least an hour or two from home and child and travel towards my own career goals.
And it's beautiful, and not just that, and I think that your son has actually taken inspiration from the kind of work you do, because he's been on the show as well, making himself, and he's a rapper, he's a writer. So what do you have to say about the kind of craftsman or the kind of craft he's got to himself, you know, as a rapper? Do you suggest him at times? Do you help him write lyrics and do something of that sort?
First of all, thank you so much. I always feel it's a pleasure for a parent to hear that their child is doing well in their chosen field. Much more pleasurable than one's own struggles or to reach a place in life.
Indeed.
So, Alhamdulillah, he was 8 years old. He started writing in Canada, and he wrote lyrics. He sang. He used to be a rapper at a very young age. We were in Vancouver, and I'm so proud of him. Alhamdulillah, he's self-made. He gives me a surprise. Mom, I'm going for an interview. I'm invited to Lifestyle Awards. He's creating, producing, writing, and no, unfortunately, he doesn't ask for advice, and you know, moms love to give it anyway, free advice. But he does it all himself. He surprises me. He's on Instagram. He's in media all over, and it's a long journey. I think when you reach a point, you should never think you've made it,
yeah,
or wow, I'm so successful. You have to stay modest. You have to stay grounded in life. That's what I feel.
All right. So, Sadia, here's the thing. You know, I'm pretty sure that so far we have established that, mashallah, you started few years back and things were different in terms of, let me try to explain it. Here's the thing. So there's this, well, easy fame going on lately. If you are on social media, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, and you're making videos, if you might get picked up because of the number of views you have, it's a good thing for people who's, you know, it's working out for. It wasn't the same back then. You had to like really go after it, even if you were put down, even if you were shunned or everything. So first of all, how do you feel about the change? Do you agree if there's a change? And I mean, in such a time, what can you do to be relevant?
First of all, I totally agree with that. I believe that it's quick fame and it's overnight, and people are just going and making, whether it's TikToks or videos or being on Instagram or Facebook. But you see, if you rise very quickly, unfortunately, 90% of the time, the fall is as quick or as steep or as
not sustainable.
soon. Absolutely. Why? Because when we started off, let's say 20 years ago, it was very difficult. Why was it difficult? Not because anybody else made it, so it's professionalism. You had to work harder. You had to strive. There were norms, there were ethics for work. And of course, the whole thing about overnight fame is that you're famous and you're doing it for the money. What is the core reason?
What's the talent?
What's your talent? Where are you coming from?
And thank you very much for saying that. But you know, Sadia, this is one thing which has always been in my head, and I always think about it, that for a person who's affiliated with media or who's doing dramas or who's doing commercials and walking the ramps, you know, he's a model, there's not really a destiny for them. You know, it's like an everyday process. They wake up, they do some amazing projects, and people remember them, you know, 6 months, a year, and that's about it. And it's a very different life from other people, because, you know, you start as a banker, you'll end up as the chairman of the bank. You know, that's the best you can do. But for an actor, when you started, you were an actor, and when you're going to leave, you'll be an actor. So what will be your message to people who actually every day are stressed about this thing, that, okay, we did this project, it was 6 months ago, and we haven't done anything so far? What kind of faith do you think people as actors need to have?
Shehzad, personally, I've reinvented myself all my life. And whether it was anchoring or hosting, which I'm doing, whether it was starting my own company or being an actor or going into production direction, it all falls under the same kind of umbrella. You can't see, any job that you're doing 9 to 5 is a different kind of ball game.
Right.
It's a different ballpark altogether. Because
and
you're almost thank God for that. Alhamdulillah. Which people find strange. Ki ji, aap log, we work 12 hours a day on occasion too. So coming back to your question, see, if you have a goal, and if you're a creative person, it's very easy to also get kind of sidetracked or listen to which society you belong to, because a lot of people don't really encourage it. Sadly, over the years, more educated people are coming into the field. And I'm not saying you have to be a PhD. I went and did my Vancouver Film School and William Davis, and even an Indian school in Canada after I was acting. So keep growing, keep learning, have goals in life. Once you have that, you're not bored. You're not
True, of course.
Thank you very much for streamlining all the younger generation, all the people who actually think that they want to be part of the media industry. And ladies and gentlemen, it's obviously about reinventing. But one last thing, in fact, it's going to be two last things which I want to ask before we wrap up, and that is, what do you have to say about love, affection, and what kind of comfort do you think people get out of it? And have you ever gotten into love? or have you loved somebody nearly, daily, whatever way?
And now that you know a lot about vibes, is it like a real, genuine vibe? Is it a true thing?
Okay, first coming to you, Shazad, I am a real believer in love, a true believer in love against all odds. I believe that any relationship is based on love and respect.
Of course.
ठीक है जी, पहली बात. Secondly, I believe that you sow the seeds of humanity through love, no matter what you are doing. And what you find, the love outside, self-love se start करें. Love yourself so you can spread it and like a magnet, achieve, attract and gain that love back.
It's like you're answering for, you know, Miss World contest, you know, that's
beautiful.
All
it's beautiful.
And I like every word you're saying,
Acha, I thought Miss Universe, only Miss World.
But that's the first thing which came to my head. But
Thank you. But I am a true believer in love. Have I loved dearly? Yes. Whenever I do love, it is with all my heart and very dearly. And without that, there is no love. There's no love, ishq, muhabbat, unless it's with all your heart.
True.
Whether it's work or it's a human being or it's a passion.
Agreed.
Yeah, but well, since I said that, I'm going to ask two last things. So the last thing is, what do you have to say about people who have a lot of expectations from other people? And everybody does have. But
I feel like, Shazad, you're making this about, like, these are some liminal questions for himself, actually. But please go on.
Shazad is learning.
I mean, I was trying to do heart-to-heart, but okay, in between, Shizad today has finally realized that she needs to laugh today. But it's perfectly all right, so go ahead.
First, I'm going to answer her question,
sure.
if that's okay, because, you know.
Sure.
A vibe is true. We are frequency and energy. Einstein wasn't kidding around.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are all energy, we are all vibes, we are all colors, and we are all, yes, it's true. I do pick up vibes. Coming back to you, what is the question again?
Expectations.
Expectations. It's very hard not to have them, but try to not be judgmental. Be more humane, put yourself in the other person's shoes.
And that's great. Since we are running out of time, but we really need to thank you. Thank you very much for taking our time and coming over and sharing your idea of life with us. It was wonderful to have you, and please continue to do the excellent work you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, it's a good day because she's off today as well on the show, but do write to us on our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of
Well This Morning,
on Twitter,
Well This Morning without a G,
on Daily Motion and YouTube.
It was such a pleasure. Oh, thank you.
We need to give this time, and she's speaking good about
it. I know,
but thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to catch the repeat at
5 past 11 p.m. tonight.
Till the next time.
Good morning and Ramadan Mubarak.